Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Empire Let's Play series. We are really getting down there, and we still have a bunch of projects to go. Just kind of looking at my to-do list and figuring out how this is going to go. And I think we'll get it all done. But yeah, our work is really cut out for us. There are so many roads that we have to build still, and I really want to keep this series interesting and not just lots and lots of road building, but it is what it is. And you know, I've been doing a lot of reflecting as well. What went well with this series? What would I have done differently? What do I not want to do again? You know, the roads are cool. I really like that they connect everything, but they're kind of a slog. So, you know, if we do roads in the future, it's definitely going to be much more limited. And, you know, initially I thought it would be really cool to have different villages and have like a little mini base at each of the villages. So like this one is our space here. We have just a little bit of stuff over here and a bed, some things to, you know, help with some construction. But the problem ended up that I had stuff all over the place, and I didn't know if I had stuff at one village or at another village. And so to remedy that, I ended up creating a central storage facility, and that made the inventory management a little simpler. But yeah, it was a good experiment. I'm glad that we tried it out. Today I want to focus on the road that goes from here at Eastwood up to the main road. And I can kind of show you what that looks like here. So when we leave the village, I've sketched out a lot of this on this side of the river. So the road's going to come down like this. Does a little bit of a zigzaggy thing here. And we'll meet up with the bridge. Fortunately, I don't need to do much terraforming. This is relatively flat, and I think it's going to look fine. And then, once we get across the bridge, haven't really done anything over here, and it's raining. So anyway, this is as far as the road goes in this direction. And a long time ago, we started doing some work up here, bringing the road down towards where the village was going to be. And we just haven't done much with it in a really long time. So the road is going to need to come up this hill. And obviously, because of the steepness, we're going to need to do a little terraforming and figure that out. And then right about here is where it's going to meet up. Real gradual climb. You can see the portal off to the left. And then this meets up with our original road. So we've got the bridge off to the right, and then the hilltop village over in that direction. So I want to see if we can get this done today. Now, there's one more thing the road is going to need to do, and that is, before it gets to the bridge, it's going to need to split off so that we can head down towards Marsalis. Let's see if we can hop on the Ghast here and take a look from the sky. Come here, Ghast. Come on over. All right, here we go. Nice. Nice and easy. Nice and slow. So as we climb up here, we can see the road and the bridge off in the distance. Right down here is where the road's going to come down. And it's just going to make its way through this forest to the bridge there. But we need somewhere around here to break it off and head in that direction. Now, as we get closer to this body of water over here, we can see there's a little bit of a ravine right here and a little bit of ravine over here. So we kind of want to avoid all that and just kind of take the road right through the middle here. And so I think kind of right down here is where the natural intersection would be. So I brought a bunch of tuff. I've got a bunch of stone. Let's do this in the form of a time lapse. Well, that pretty well does it. We have a road that goes down to the river, and then we have a road that comes down from our road. I still haven't done that middle bit here, but I just wanted to kind of review together what this looks like. So I've done the same materials. Along the edge, it's just stone tough, like we've always done. And then in the center, it's some stone bricks, some cobble, some polished andesite, and then a few bits of just regular stone. So this road's kind of fun. It goes down and then a little bit back up and then a little bit back down. So it kind of follows the terrain. I was using a little bit of mossy cobble in the bridge and a little bit up by the village. I think I might have a little bit more up here that we could probably sprinkle throughout just to give it that kind of foresty look. So yeah, we still need to figure out where the road's going to go from here as it makes its way through the forest. And then up here, we've got a road that just kind of walks up the hill here. Real even, predictable climb. And it catches back up with our main road up here. And it looks real good. I do have some mossy cobble. So the last part we need to figure out is how this is going to go down in elevation all the way down here. And then somewhere down here, I think is where we decided the intersection is going to be. So the road will split off, kind of turn off in this direction. I think the tricky thing in all of this is figuring out how this is going to get from all the way up here, all the way down there. And I suspect we'll try to follow a similar descent. So what I did here is just 2 blocks of slabs, 2 blocks of regular, 2 blocks of slabs, 2 blocks of regular. So first thing I'm going to do is just start digging and see if that works. And if it does, awesome. And if it doesn't, then we're back to the drawing board. Okay, quick reality check here. So road goes along like so and starts to decline. So what we would do here is we go slab, slab, full block, slab, slab, full block, slab, slab, full block, slab, slab, etc. And so it kind of goes down every 4 blocks. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, because we go full, slab, slab, full, slab, slab. So if we go at that rate, I think it'll get down there, but you can see it's going really slowly. And I don't think I want to go quite that slow. So back to the drawing board, as I said. I think I want it to descend a little bit more rapidly. So what I might do is, you know, like slab, slab, full block, slab, slab, full block, slab, slab, and then maybe go a little bit steeper. Gosh, we could try 3 blocks, you know, like full slab, slab, full slab, slab, and see how that goes. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, I think that was the right thing to do. So we'll have our gradual descent, and then right about here, it'll go a little bit faster. So we'll have like full block, slab, slab, full block, slab, slab, and you can see at that rate, we descend much more quickly and catch up with the actual forest floor much faster. I think I also need to jog it over just ever so slightly so that we don't run into these trees. And then probably bring it all the way down here. And then, like I said, we'll do our little intersection here. Lots of terraforming to do. but we'll worry about that later. Let's just see if I can get the road installed first. The road to Eastwood is all done. So once we walk down this stairway here, we'll come along to another stairway. And what's really cool, from here, you can see across the way there where the road continues up towards Eastwood with the really tall tree. And this sort of starts at a normal incline and then gets much steeper as it goes down the hill. And then it sort of jogs through the woods here, down a little bit further. We can see the bridge up there. And then right here is where the road is going to split. And it's going to head off towards Marsalis. Before it gets to Marsalis, though, it's going to go by what I'm calling the Riverside Village. And so we'll work on that in an upcoming episode. And I think that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. If you want to be like these folks and help support the channel, scan the code on the screen or click join down below. And thanks for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.